A very good afternoon to all my dear children. I hope you all are doing great. So, welcome to Analytics Powered Virtual Interactive Classes. So, today we will continue with the second part of electricity circuit and their components. Okay, so without any delay, let's begin our today's class. So, are you ready for the today's class? Okay, so let's begin it. So, in our last class, what we have studied? We have studied about those electrical appliances, isn't it? Means the list of electrical appliances which we use in our daily life. So, there and we got the huge amount of list, means huge electrical appliances we have received that we used in our daily life. And then what we studied? We studied how the electricity is produced. So, we have studied four procedures, means in the four ways we can generate the electricity. So one is a what? Solar panel using windmills, and from the dam also electricity is generated. And then what we have studied? We have studied the procedure of how the electricity is generated from the dam, isn't it? And then what we studied? And then we studied that if we how to connect the electric cells. So if we connect two or more electric cells, how we will connect it? So we have connected the one positive terminal of the electric cell to the negative terminal of the other electric cell. We connect two or more electric cells in such a sequence, then what we call it? We call it a battery. So till this much we have studied, and now we will study the rest part of this chapter. So let's see what we have on the screen. So on the screen we can see that the boy is asking his father that now we know that an electric cell provides electrical energy to the torch, but which part of the torch glows? Now the boy is asking his father that he knows that the electric cell provides electric energy. That's why the torch glows. But the which part of the torch glows? In the torch there are so many parts. So in which part of the torch glows? He wanted to know this answer. Then what his father did? His father, okay, observe this incandescent lamp in the torch carefully. What do you see? Now his father is telling him that observe this incandescent lamp in the torch and observe it carefully. What you see? Okay. Now inside the torch, what is there? Inside the torch we can see that some small bulb and wires are there, isn't it? Now it is said that do you notice a thin wire fixed in the middle of the glass bulb? Now this small part is what? This small part is the bulb. See, this small part is the bulb, and this it is fixed with a thin wire. This thin wire it is fixed with this thin wire. Means this small bulb is fixed with this thin wire. Means this thin wire is fixed with the help of this small bulb. Okay. Then what happened? Now his father is saying that now I am switching on the torch. Watch closely which part of the lamp glows. Now his father is saying that I am switching on the torch and you observe in the lamp which part it glows. Okay. Then what his father did? His father had switched on the torch, and suddenly what happened? This thin wire glows, isn't it? This thin wire glows. Inside the torch, this thin wire is present, and this thin wire glows as soon as he switch on the torch. Then let's see what happened. Now his father is saying that the thin wire inside the glass bulb of the lamp from which light is emitted is called the filament of the lamp. To produce light, the filament gets heated. Means as we are talking about this thin part, inside the torch. This thin part is called the what? This thin part is called the filament of the lamp. Okay, and from this filament the light is emitted. What happens when the electricity passes? The filament gets heated, and because of this heat the light gets emitted in the filament. So what we can say? We can say that the light is emitted from which part of the lamp is called the filament. Means the as this one is what? This one small thin wire was there like this, and it is connected to one small bulb. This part is called the filament. This part is called the filament which the light glows. In this part the light glows. Okay. Then she is saying that how is it fixed? Now she is asking that how is the filament is fixed in the torch. Okay. Then what her father did? Her father from the drawer took something. Then he is saying that okay, I will explain. Now look at this spare bulb. Now her father is saying that now I will explain you. Now look at this spare bulb. His father took out the spare bulb from the drawer, and now he is saying that now look at this spare bulb. Okay. Then this one is what? This one is a bulb. We all have seen this bulb. We all see at our home or in different places. We can see this type of bulb, isn't it? So we say, so this one is the filament. Inside the bulb, we can see a small thin wire is present. So this small thin wire is called the filament of the bulb. Okay. And these two are the thick wire. Okay, these two wire are the thick wire through which the filament is connected. Those two wires are called the thick wires. Okay, and then what is it that the filament is attached to two thick wires that hold it in place. Means this filament is attached to the two thick wires which hold the filament in its places so that the filament can't move from its place. That's why the filament is attached to this thick wires so that it remain it in own place. Okay. Then let's see. So these are the two thick wires. So see, one thick wire is connected to what? This part, isn't it? See. So one thick wire is connected to this part. So this is what? This is a metallic case. Means inside the bulb we can see some portion like this. So this portion is called the metallic case. Okay. So it is said that one thick wire connects to the metal case at the base of the lamp, and the other thick wire is connected at the base of the lamp, at the base of the metal case. Okay. So this thick wire is connected to the base of the metal case. Base means at the downward of the metal case. Okay. See this thick wire is connected to this downward of this metal case, this part. So this part is called what? This part is called the metal tip. This outer portion is called the metal case, and this downward portion is called the metal tip. Okay. So the other connects the metal tip at the center of the base, and the other wire means this long wire is connected to the metal tip, and the metal tip where it is situated? It is situated at the center of the base. Okay. Then this one is what? This one is a metallic case. Then what comes? The metal tip one terminal and the metal case other terminal. Means even this bulb has a two terminals. So one terminal is connected to the metal case and the other terminal is connected to the metal base. Okay, metal tip. So these form the two terminals of the lamp and are fixed in such a way that they do not touch each other. Means these two wires are connected in such a way so that they don't get touched to each other. In such a way these two terminals of the lamp are fixed so that they don't get touched to. Okay. Then what comes? So Yes, then comes the glass bulb. This part is called the glass bulb. Okay, and this one is the what? This one is the insulator, means of the two thick wires. Okay, and this part is also a insulator. That okay. Then comes the parts of small incandescent lamp or torch bulb. So all these are what? All these are the parts of the torch bulb. All these we have seen now. These are all the parts of the torch. Okay. And then now it's your question time. Let's see what question we have on the screen. Okay. Which part of the incandescent lamp actually glows to produce light? You have the four options. The first option is the glass bulb. Second is the supporting wires. Option C, the filament. And option D, the metal base. So from these four options, you will give one correct answer. Okay. So I'll give you 30 seconds of timer. You need to give the correct option within the 30 seconds. So your time starts. Students, please keep answering. I can see so many of you have given the correct option. Others, please keep trying. Just now we have studied which part of the lamp glows, isn't it? So your time's up. So I can see so many of you have given the correct option. Very good. So the right option is option C. So let me discuss the question with you. Which part of the incandescent lamp actually glows to produce light? Means in the lamp, which part produces light? Okay, which part produce light? So this one is what? This one filament, because filament was which part? This part. So this small thin wire is connected to these two thick wires. So from this thin wire, the light is produced, and this thin wire is called the filament, isn't it? So let's continue. So this one is what? This one is the another torch, isn't it? So find any difference in the torch? The before torch, which one you have seen, and now which torch you are seeing? So do you find any difference? When the torch is on, the light glows. So there is any different that the light blows? Do you see any filament inside this lamp? In the before torch, we have seen a filament from which the light blows. But now in this torch, do you see any filament? No, there is no filament. Okay. So what happens? The light emitting diode, LED lamp, means in some torches, what happens? From the LED part, the light is emitted. In the before torch, what happened? From the filament, the light is emitted. But in the LED cases, means in some torch, what happens? From the LED part, the light is emitted. Okay. So this is the light emitting diode or LED. The full form of LED means light emitting diode. Okay. So LED have two terminals. Means this part is present in the some torches, LED torches. Okay. So even the LED lights also have two terminals. One is a positive terminal, other is the negative terminal. Okay. The longer wire is the positive terminal and the shorter wire is the negative terminal. Means the longer wire of the LED bulb is considered as the positive terminal and the shorter wire we consider it as the negative terminal. Means this is the positive terminal and this is the negative terminal. Okay, So even the LED also have two terminals. One is a positive terminal and the other is a negative terminal. Okay. So let's see. Here we can see so many colorful LEDs. That means what we can say? From LED light we can see many colorful lights. Isn't it? See, there are so many colors of LED. And even the colorful LEDs also have two terminals. One is a positive terminal and the other is a negative terminal. So LEDs come in different colors. Even the LED lights also come in so many different colors. We can see LED lights in many different colors. Okay. So there's a note down. In an incandescent electric lamp, there is a thin wire called a filament, which gets hot and glows to produce light. When electric current passes through it, means in an electric lamp there is a thin wire is present. Okay, this thin wire is called the filament. When the electricity passes through the lamp, the filament gets hot, and as soon as the filament gets hot, it glows, it produces light. Okay, means in the bulb we have the filament. This thin part is called what? Filament. So what happens when electricity passes through the bulb? The filament gets hot. As soon as the filament gets hot, it produces light. The light glows from the bulb. Okay. And the second one is what? An LED has two terminals. The longer LED is a positive terminal and the shorter LED is a negative terminal. And the LEDs also have two terminals. The longer wire we call it as the positive terminal and the shorter wire we call it as the negative terminal. Okay. So children, now it's your second question. Let's see what question you have. An incandescent bulb is considered inefficient because it produces a very bright light. Most of the electricity it uses is lost as heat energy. It has two terminals and it uses a semiconductor material. So this question is little bit a conceptual question. So till now what you have studied, just use your concept little bit, you will able to answer this question. So to answer this question, I will give you again a 30-second of timer. I hope you will give the right answer. So your timer starts now. So I can see many of you have given the correct option. Others, please keep answering. Just try to answer it. Just use your concept little bit. You will be able to answer. You have more 5 seconds left. So here your time's up. So let me see how many of you have given the correct option. I can see many of you have given the correct option. Very good. So the correct option is option B. So correct option is option B. Let me discuss the question with you. An incandescent bulb is considered inefficient because why we consider this incandescent bulb as inefficient? Means that not of so much of useful. Why you consider it? Because it produces very bright light? No, because if it produces a very bright light, we won't consider it as an inefficient. Most of the electricity it uses is lost as heat energy. Yes, as much as the electricity it uses to light up the bulb, it is lost as the heat energy. More portion of the electricity is lost as the heat energy. That's why we consider the incandescent bulb as an inefficient bulb, isn't it? It has two terminals. Yes, obviously the bulb has a two terminals. So because of the two terminals, it is not inefficient. It uses a semiconductor material. No, till now we have not come to the semiconductor part, so it is not use, it uses as a semiconductor material. If it would use as a semiconductor material, then we won't consider is an inefficient part, isn't it? So the correct option is most of the electricity it uses is lost as heat energy. Okay. So let's see what we have. Now, how can we electric lamp how can an electric lamp be made to glow using an electric cell or battery? Means how can we make an electric lamp glow by using an electric cell or a battery? Okay. Means how can we make an electric lamp glow by using an electric cell or battery? So let's see. See, this one is a what? This one is an electric cell, isn't it? So even the electric cell also has one positive terminal and another negative terminal. Means this part is a positive terminal, this part is the negative terminal. What happens? And this one is a what? This one is a torch. This one is a torch or an incandescent lamp. And these are what? These are four pieces of electric wires. Means these four are the four pieces of electric wires. And then this one is a what? This one is a cell holder. Cell holder means a kind of holder where we put the cell inside it. So this is a cell holder. Okay. And then comes a lamp holder. And this part is a lamp holder. Okay. Now, so these are all the materials we require to perform this activity. Means we will make how an electric lamp glows by using an electric cell. To perform this activity, we need all these materials. Okay. And then it says that remove about 1 centimeter of plastic covering from both ends of each wire to expose the metal. Means we have the four wires. From each wire we will remove like 1 centimeter of plastic covering, because in all the wires the full wire is composed of plastic wires. So plastic covering. So to remove this 1 centimeter of plastic, we will remove 1 centimeter of the plastic covering from each of the wire to expose the metal, so that the wire gets activated, so that the electricity can pass. That's why we will remove like 1 centimeter of plastic covering from each of the cell. Okay. Then comes attach two wires through the terminals of the cell holder. Now there is a cell holder, so we will attach the two wires in the two terminals of the cell holder. Okay. Then insert the cell into the holder with the negative terminal towards the spring side. Now we will insert the cell inside the cell holder towards the spring part. Means towards the spring part we will put the negative terminal of the electric cell. We will put the negative terminal of the electric cell towards the spring side of the cell holder. Okay. Then see, like this we will push the spring towards the negative terminal of the cell, electric cell. Okay. Then if a cell holder is not available, fix the wires to the cell using an electric tape. So if a cell holder is not available with you, then fix the two wires in the two ends of the cell, electric cell, using an electrical tape. Okay. Like this, in the two terminals of the electric cell, you will connect the two wires with the help of an electric tape. Okay. Then attach two wires to the screws of the lamp holder. And now in the lamp holder we will find two screws are there. Like this, two screws are there. So we will attach two wires to the two screws of the lamp holder. Okay. And then fix the lamp into the holder by rotating it. And now we will fix the lamp inside the lamp holder by rotating the lamp. Okay. And then if a lamp holder is not available, attach wires to the two terminals of the lamp using a tape. Now if you don't have a lamp holder, what you will do? You will connect the two wires into the two side of the lamp holder. Okay. To the two side of the lamp holder, attach the two wires using a tape. Okay. See, like this, to the two side of the lamp, you just attach those two wires. Okay, using a tape. Now the setup is ready to connect the electric cell to the lamp. Now your setup is ready. So we have connect we were having the four wires, isn't it? And we have connect the two wires to the lamp holder and the two wires to the electric cell. Okay, so now our setup is ready to perform the activity. So let's see how we will perform the activity. See, now in one side we have the electric cell where the two wires are connected, and the other side we have the lamp where the two wires are connected. Okay, see, if predict whether the lamp will glow or not in this arrangement, means if we connect the two sides of the wire in this arrangement, predict whether the lamp will glow or not. Okay, how we will connect? See, in one wire of the electric cell we will connect the other wire of the lamp. So similarly in other side also, to the other wire of the electric cell we will connect the other wire of the electric lamp. So like this we will make an arrangement. Okay, see, this one is the arrangement. How we connect to the one wire of the electric cell to the other wire of the lamp. Similarly, we connect the other wire of the electric cell to the other wire of the lamp. See, as soon as we connect to both the side, the lamp glows, isn't it? Now predict whether the lamp will glow or not in this arrangement. Now you try this arrangement. In this arrangement, what it is said? We will connect the one wire of the electric cell to the other wire of the lamp, but the other remaining part will remain open. We will not connect the other part. Okay. See, the other part remains open and we connect only one wire of the cell holder to the other wire of the bulb. See, light doesn't glow. Now we will predict whether this arrangement works or not. Now in this arrangement, again we will connect to the other part of the electric wire of the electric cell to the wire of the lamp, and the other part we will keep open. Okay. See, in this arrangement we have connect the one part of the electric cell wire to the wire of the lamp and the other part we kept open. Okay, in this part also the bulb doesn't glow. See, now predict whether the bulb will glow or not in this arrangement. In this arrangement, what we will do? We will connect both the wires of the lamp to the one wire of the electric cell. Means to one wire of the electric cell, we will connect both the wires of the electric lamp. Okay. In this arrangement, let's see whether light will glow or not. See, we are connecting both the wires of the lamp to the one wire of the electric cell and the other wire we remain open. See, in this arrangement also the bulb doesn't glow. Now again we will try the same arrangement to the other side. To the other side of the wire of the electric cell, we will connect both the wires of the lamp. Okay. So one wire part remain opens and with the other part we have connect the three wires. So in this arrangement also the bulb doesn't glow. See, now we will predict in this arrangement whether the bulb glows or not. In this arrangement what we have seen? We see in this arrangement that we have crossed the wire of the lamp and we have connect the cross wires of the lamp to the two wires of the electric cell. Means we have crossed the two wires of the lamp and then we have connect the two cross wires of the lamp to the wire of the electric cell. Okay. So let's see, we have connected to one end of the electric cell to the one end of the lamp and the other end also have connected, and yes, in this arrangement we can see the bulb glows. Okay, so what we have seen? We have seen the 6 types of arrangement. Okay, in these 6 types of arrangement, only in two arrangement we can see the bulb glows, isn't it? But in the other 4 arrangement the bulb doesn't glow. So in which two cases the bulb glows? In these cases, in the case in which we have connect the two wires of the lamp to the two wires of the electric cell. Okay, in this arrangement the bulb glows. But in this arrangement in which we have crossed the two wires of the electric lamp and we have connect those cross wires of the electric lamp to the wires of the electric cell. In this arrangement also the bulb glows. Okay, but in all those four arrangement in which the circuit remains open, means this one is a circuit, we consider this as a circuit, where the circuit remains open means this part, where the circuit remains open the bulb doesn't glow, isn't it? Whenever the circuit remains open, the bulb doesn't glow. But when the circuit gets close to each other, means all the circuits were connected to each other, that times the bulb glows. Okay. So now again your today's third question. Let's see what question we have. In the question you have, imagine you are going on a 3-day camping trip in a forest with no electricity. Which of these devices would be the most reliable for lighting your tent? Okay, your option A table lamp with a long wire and a plug. Option B, a smartphone flashlight without a power bank. Option C, a battery operated LED lantern with extra cells. And option D, a rechargeable emergency light that needs electricity to recharge. Means you have four options. It's a little bit of conceptual question. I hope you all will give the correct option. I will give you a 30-second of timer. You just try to answer this question. Okay. So your time starts now. So I can see many of you have given the correct option. Others, please keep answering. So you have only 5 seconds left. So your time's up. So I can see many of you have given the correct option. Very good. So the correct option is option C. So let me discuss the question with you. The question is that imagine you are going on a 3-day camping trip in a forest. Means you went to a forest for the 3-day camping and there is no electricity. Okay. Now among these four options, which procedure or which device you will be used, which will be more reliable for your lighting of the tent. Okay, you went for 3 days camping in the forest and there is no electricity. Now what will you use to lighting your tent? Okay, tent. Now the first is a table lamp with a long wire and a plug. The first option given the table lamp with a long wire and a plug. As there is no socket, no electricity, what is the use of using this plug and the long wire? So it will not work. Now option B, smartphone flashlight without a power bank. So if you use the smartphone flashlight after some point of time, what happens? The battery will, your charge will get over. So that time there is no power bank. So how will you light the tent? So that will also not work. And now the third one comes, a battery operated LED lantern with extra cells. The third one comes, you will use the LED lanterns which consists of battery and you have some extra cells also. So this option is the correct because you have the battery. In the battery the electrical energy is stored. So using this you can light up the lamp and you have also more extra cells because if the battery get finished or over you can use those extra cells. And the fourth option is given, a rechargeable emergency light that needs electricity to recharge. As in the question it is said that there is no electricity in the forest. So how can you use this rechargeable emergency light? Because for this light also electricity is required. So the correct option is a battery operated LED lantern with extra cells. Okay. So I hope you understood my class. So that's all for today's class. Keep studying at your home and try to make the circuit which you have seen in today's class and see whether the bulb glows or not. Experiment something in your daily life so that you get more concept or more things to learn. Okay. So till then, stay happy, stay safe, keep studying. Bye.